Okay, so PTTP has come to Job Centre Plus in Wellingborough now. So yeah, let's have a little look down the ways. Not sure if this is part of it as well. Blimey, it's very windy, but very windy. So yeah, I just like to check the perimeter of the building before going in. I must say things are looking good. The blinds are all closed from the windows. Yeah, good, thank you.
You taking pictures?
Yes.
Of what? I ask, because you're not allowed to take pictures. What are you taking pictures of?
Well, the opening hours and that right now. I mean, you right now because you're in front of the camera.
But you were taken up there as well.
Yeah, the building.
You're not allowed, unfortunately.
Of course I can.
Who are you?
Carers, but unfortunately, this is
Yeah,
private
it is
property.
private, and we're not allowed.
Okay.
You can feel free. So you can see on the driveway here.
Sure.
There's a line there. So this is where the private property starts. So the public sidewalk goes all the way around here.
All the way up around
Feel
there.
free to go around there.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you do wish to film on the property, if you go onto the DWP website on the Gov website, and then search in about recordings.
Sure.
And then there's a press form there, and that will.
Yeah. No, I was just looking for your SII license.
Yes,
there we go.
that's
And that
right.
wasn't.
My
And
apologies.
yours is on. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
no
have
worries.
That's cool. No, as long as they're on display, that's fine. I appreciate
What's your name?
I don't give my name, I'm afraid. I wasn't looking for your name. I was just making sure you got your SIAs, but
no worries.
on display. But so I appreciate what you're saying. Sorry. So in terms of like again, what I was checking, like if you just, I just want to see what the sign says behind you.
Yeah, so it's just here.
Yeah, can you put your...
I just want to see what the sign
Camera down.
says. I just want, but
So yeah, obviously
no recording equipment.
It's not
Okay.
recording,
Same
is
as
it?
usual.
So
It's not recording, is it?
It
sir?
is, yes.
It
Yeah.
is. Well,
So-
can you turn it off, please? Because you are not allowed to
Okay.
record. Can you?
Okay.
You tell him because
if
he's not
you're right to
listening
go
me.
into the public
Okay.
sidewalks, I appreciate
if
it.
I were to turn it off, can I come in and have a look at the job boards?
No,
At this point,
not
I'm
until you give us your name and tell us why
'cause it's
you're
appointments only,
recording.
unfortunately.
But that's what I was looking for. There's nothing here that says that the
Yeah, most
centre
of
is
it's
appointment
online now,
only.
unfortunately, because we used to have job boards, didn't we? So we don't have them anymore. It's all online.
But I mean, I can see public information on the boards up there already from here.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Um,
it's the employment
leaflet,
zones
don't we?
stuff. So I can get
Yeah, yeah.
the paperwork for you with all the websites and such that we do give out, because most of the stuff's out of date now, unfortunately.
But
Okay.
we are still recording, so
Okay.
which?
So
Do you want to go in? And I'll.
He needs to turn it off,
Yeah, so-
and he needs to turn it off now, because the more questions he asks, the more he's recording.
Okay.
So unfortunately, we're in a bit of
I'm not trying to like incriminate anybody. All I want to do is
No,
just have a
so
look
can you
at.
turn
All I
it
want
off,
to do is have a look at the
please?
public information
Can
and
you turn it
film
off,
Understand. If you
please?
from
want
a
me to
public
contact- If you
area.
want to contact DWP through the press forms, and there should be a phone number,
Okay.
etc. on there for
Okay.
the office.
So
If you can turn it off.
okay,
that
I'm
would be
okay. I'm really
great.
sorry, but I'm not going to turn it off. You can keep
Right.
asking, but that's
We're
not going to
gonna
happen.
start
Right,
interaction now.
unfortunately,
Okay.
it's going to be a police matter then. If you do not turn it off, we have to.
But what I
Right,
don't understand why
our
you called the
authority.
police. What?
Do you
what
want me to go and get the information for you and read it to you?
Well, no, I want to just have a look around in a public area,
No,
in a public
do you-
place.
do you
That's all I want to
me to
do.
get the information?
Not really, no.
I'm going to get it because you're still recording, sir.
Yes.
So let me go get it and I can read it and
Okay.
you can understand why we're
Okay.
not
I
allowed
actually have,
to have
um,
you recording.
A memo in my
Let me
pocket.
go and get it because
This
you're
is this,
still
no. This is
recording.
the memo you're probably looking for. That you're probably going to get. It's the filming on DWP land memo.
Well, let me go and see if it is the same. If you just wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whilst we wait for it, I'll read out the bit that's important here. So. The law on when and where filming can be carried out lawfully is complex, but in general terms, members of the public and the media do not need permission or a permit to film or photograph in public places, and police have no power to stop them if they do.
Yes.
Okay?
I agree with that. Yes.
Yes,
It's,
this is, although it's private property, and I appreciate private property, but it's a public place. There is a distinction between the two.
So technically, this foyer is public access.
Yes.
So and then everything past that point is, and then this would be considered public access, but then this would be called, this would be considered, I believe it's, don't quite be on this, but restricted area, because it's private parking.
If it were restricted,
But if
it would be gated, fenced, that
Yeah,
sort of thing. So
yeah, I
it's also,
understand you.
it's publicly
Yeah.
accessible, like the job centre itself. So I have it on good authority that members of the public are allowed in job centres. There are specific job centres that are appointment only, and they do state on the opening hours signage.
Yes.
If that is the case, it does state on there that that site is appointment only.
Yes.
This site does not state that it's appointment only. Okay, therefore it's not an appointment only building.
Okay,
A
would you
member
like
of
to get a manager for
a member
you?
of the public has the right to come in, have a look at the information that's on the board without an appointment. For example, I can guarantee you have computers in there for the public to come and access to do job searches. Do you not?
Yes.
There we go. You don't need an appointment to access those computers. They are there for the public to come and use at their whim.
Okay.
Therefore, that area of the job centre is a public place.
Okay, I can get a manager to come out
Okay.
and chat with you if you'd like.
You do what you gotta do.
Unfortunately, we're not allowed to let you pass whilst you're recording.
Okay.
But we're not. It doesn't seem like we're on the same page whether you're whether you
Yeah.
stop or not, if you're allowed in or not. So
Okay.
I'll get if you're all right to wait here a moment, I'll go get a manager to have a chat with him if that's all right.
Okay. I'm going to go into that building one way or another today.
I'll have a word with the manager for you.
Okay.
And I'll be back with you. Okay.
Okay.
If you're all right to wait here a moment.
I'm not going to wait here. If you walk away, I'm going to walk into that building.
Okay. I'll have to wait here then.
Unfortunately.
I understand.
Because unfortunately, and I'm not trying to get you in trouble, but what you are doing is impeding my access into a public building. You are actually legally you're detaining me because you're stopping my access in a public place. So legally, this is now a detainment.
Yeah, I
If I were to try and walk past you and you got in my way to stop me,
Yeah, I'd
you would be detaining me unlawfully. False imprisonment is a very serious crime.
I believe it's denying access, isn't it?
It's false imprisonment. If you're detaining me, denying me access to a public place,
Okay.
say for example I'm walking down the street and you tried to stop me walking any which direction, that would be a detainment.
All right, I understand.
Okay. So, and with the best intention, because you have been very polite and I understand where you're coming from, you're following your instructions that your job have told you to do.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I wish you would think for yourself rather than just do the I'm following orders thing.
I've read into it.
Yeah.
Because I understand private, public
Yeah.
photography
Sure.
for the most part.
Sure.
I'm definitely not into it as much as you
Yeah,
are.
yeah, that's fair.
But that's fair enough. Is David around?
He's up the other side.
Oh, is he?
with,
Okay. There he comes. Where is? Yeah, if not to wait for that man. Yeah,
But yeah.
Yeah, just wait for the manager to come over, see what he wants
Okay.
doing, and then.
I think that's-
Sorry, I will speak to you, but I refuse to be filmed and I do not wish to appear on camera.
Okay.
In line with DWP guidance.
Okay. So if I point the camera down, that is you can come and check. That's not pointing at his face.
Or recorded on camera.
Okay. Well,
And if you do record anything of my conversation that's for your own use, it cannot be used in the public domain.
I would disagree with that, but okay.
No, because that any customer that records me on a phone call, I would say the same, and it cannot be used in the public domain.
Okay, I'll disagree with that, but okay.
That is our current policy and guidance.
Okay, fair enough. All I want to do is access a public place.
It's not a it's not a public place. It's a government building.
Sure. Okay. So if I, as I was explaining to the G4S security here, you have computers in there for the public to access to do job searches.
Do job searches.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you need an appointment to come and access those computers?
I will happily discuss that with you, but not on camera.
Well, no. It's a simple statement, yes or no.
As I said, I'll happily discuss that with you.
Okay. Which means that you want to lie and you want to not have that on camera.
I'll happily discuss that with you in line with our policy and our office policies. But I will not discuss that with you while on camera.
Okay. So you're denying me access to the building. So are you denying me access to the building?
I'm not denying you access, but I'm not allowing...
Okay, cool.
But I've asked, I do not wish to appear on camera, I do not wish to aim my body or any of my personality.
Well, then move out of the way of the camera then, that's fine.
No, because you're still recording me.
Well, then move out of the way of the camera and I won't be. You've come to me knowing that I'm recording, you can't...
I've told you that I'm not happy to be
He's just said
recorded.
he's not denying me access to the building. So, can
I'm
you allow me
not
to
denying
progress
access, but
forward, please?
I also have to let you know that you have to get permission from every member of staff that may appear or voice may appear before you can record them.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Okay.
Can I now progress into the public places of the
Oh,
building?
but I haven't given you permission. The staff haven't all given you permission yet.
Okay. Well, how can I get that without going in?
I can't answer that one.
Exactly.
However,
so are you denying me access or not? This is what I want to know.
No, but I said I do not.
But in that case, I'm going to enter the building.
Because I have asked you to stop recording my voice.
You've just said you're not denying me access to the building.
Are you still filming,
but
sir?
yet you are denying me access to the
Are you
building.
still filming, sir?
Am I being denied access to the building?
Can you confirm that my voice will not be used in the public domain?
Are you denying me access to the building?
Can you confirm my voice will not be used in the public domain?
Fair question.
No, I cannot confirm that.
Right, then I'm not going to... As the job centre manager, what is your business need to come into the building?
To have a look at the public information that's on service, on offer at the local job centre.
Are you a local resident? Can you...
That's none of your business. You don't need to be a local resident to access.
Are you searching for work in the local area?
Again, that's none of your business. It's a
turn
government
off?
building. I'm talking to the manager.
And
It's a
he
government
doesn't
building.
Want to be filmed
It's a government.
and
Stop interrupting.
recorded.
It's a government
I've asked you
building.
not to record my voice, haven't
Okay.
I? Because you cannot confirm my voice will not be
I've
used
asked you
in the
not to deny me access to a government building which I pay for and have the right to come and use the services at.
But I've asked you not to record my voice and
Okay.
to confirm that it will not be used in the public domain.
And I'm not confirming that.
Right.
If you don't like it, then you can walk away. I'm in a public place.
Right.
Anything I can see, I can record in a public place.
But at the moment, I have to make a risk assessment on have I got suitable facilities to facilitate your request to come into the building. Okay.
Okay, I can promise you as a manager, I'm not going near any of the desks. I want to film the leaflets that you've got on offer over there
Why?
because they're public information, and I wish to have a look at them.
But you can come and look at them without filming.
But I can also
Right.
film
I
them.
also believe you've been to other job centres today.
So this is a public place. I have the right to exercise Article 10
So-
of my human rights, which
You
is
are
freedom,
still filming,
which is
sir.
freedom of expression. That includes media. I am making a documentary
Right,
about the
I'll ask you
area.
to wait outside. I'll go and take further advice from a senior manager if I can allow you to come in
Okay.
and not film any member of staff, and you can confirm that this will not be used within the public domain.
I cannot confirm that.
Right, can you ask you just wait outside while I take that advice from a senior manager?
I will wait here, and if,
No,
if, if,
no,
if
no,
the
you wait
access
outside,
if the
please.
access allows me, then I will. If something
access
moves,
allows you,
if-
then we will let you in. But at
if-
the moment, you are being asked very politely to
wait
just step
outside.
outside.
okay, and
Yeah,
I've said,
you need to wait
and I've
outside.
said I'll wait here.
No,
And we
I-
are asking
right.
you not to wait outside. And the problem with that is you're not doing as we're asked.
I'll go and get
politely.
advice.
I would like to ask you
Yes.
to remove your boots or your shoes, please.
I would ask you to stop filming, please.
Exactly, it's an equally ridiculous request.
It's not a ridiculous
It is.
request. Well, anyway, as it's recording.
Would you like a leaflet so I can get those and pass them to you, maybe?
No, that's-
Your
this is-
voice going to be on the
see.
thing as well.
See.
I don't give permission
Yeah.
for my voice anyway.
Cool.
so-
No, so-
Nobody probably gives permission to be on your CCTV either. There you go.
Well, you're on it.
Exactly, but I don't give
And we
permission.
have signage to say, and we do not deny anybody who we are, like you are denying who you are
Yes.
and where you're from.
Okay.
So
The difference
we're
is
doing our job.
The difference is
to the
you're,
best
you're
of
being
our-
subcontracted by the government.
We are
You're
doing
obliged to
our
have that on
job.
display.
which is to look after the staff in the building
Mm-hmm.
and to make sure people like yourselves are not doing what you're doing. At least giving your name and some details,
Well, I don't
you know.
What difference would giving my name and some details do?
Because we know who you are.
So, and what difference does that make? I'm a member of the public.
Yeah,
It
but
doesn't
you're
matter.
not,
Do you
yeah,
know?
but you're not being
If
reasonable.
no, you're not being reasonable.
You're not being
Now,
reasonable.
if you think
I
about
don't need to be
it,
reasonable. I mean,
with all the
it's not.
terrorist,
It's not that I'm being unreasonable.
excuse me, with all the terrorist activity and everything that's going on.
Oh wow! So you see a brown man with a beard and you throw out terrorism. Lovely, brilliant, fantastic,
Yeah.
lovely.
I hope you're not filming, mate.
Pardon?
I said, I hope you're not filming, mate.
Well, I hope
But
you're
your
not.
camera's pointing at me.
Well,
We'll
I,
just wait here a moment and we'll wait for someone
Okay.
to come back and we'll just carry on from there. I'm just
Okay.
going to remain silent from this point.
all right, you do you, man. You do you.
So it's a documentary.
He's filming. Can we stand in front of it because he's not allowed to film?
Excuse me, sir.
Dear, oh dear.
And he's taking pictures. Can we swap the other side?
There we go.
Well, they wanted him to wait outside, yes.
Access to work. The sirens aren't for me. I hope I'm called 999. Oh.
You know, I've seen this type of thing on YouTube. It's not funny.
Do you know what I think is not funny? Being denied your human rights.
Human rights?
Yes. Are you aware of human rights?
Yes,
Well,
I am.
okay.
There's nothing you can teach me.
No? So you don't know what
No,
Article...
no,
So you know what Article 10 of the human rights is?
No.
No, you
I'm
don't?
not going to talk to you.
So you either do or you don't?
I'm not going to talk to you.
Because that's all
Don't
I'm
even
doing.
Turn off the camera.
Exercising Article 10 of my
Fine.
human rights.
Fine, you're not going to get very far today.
Also, your SIA licence is not on display.
Oh, can we let William out, please?
Yeah, and I'll see you next time you come in. But good luck with jobs 22. And yeah, it's been a pleasure to meet you. All right, you take care. See you later. Bye.
It's too late, I've already got the picture. Oh man. He knows all about Article 10 and the human rights, nothing I can teach him. So deny me access to a public place, as I said to the younger security guard here, it's illegal detainment. This is a shame. G4S are very poorly trained on these things. I'm not sure this security guard understands how Zooms work.
Okay. I'm happy to stop recording my voice, and I'll let you know what I'll happily let you do.
I'm not going to stop recording.
Right. Okay. Can I ask why you won't record? Why for 2 seconds or 2 minutes you will not stop recording my voice?
Because previously when I've been trying to make a video and I've stopped recording, I have been assaulted. I've even been assaulted whilst I've been recording. But the problem is it's by G4S that I've been assaulted before, and actually by DWP staff as well directly. So for my own protection, I do not stop recording.
Right. So if any of these three assault you verbally, or I'll take that forward with our line managers, and I will make sure that anything. I refuse to have my voice recorded and appear in public domain. Can you confirm you've recorded that and you will take my views and opinions into pit?
I'll take it into consideration.
Right, but I refuse, and if that does appear in any public domain, I will consider taking legal action through DWP and my TU representatives.
Okay.
Okay, I'm happy to let you come into the building, however none of the staff yet have given you permission to film them, and the staff have been advised not to give you permission to film them, so please do not film any members of staff. You may look at the leaflets over there, you may look at our jobs boards over there. That's all I'm allowing you entry to do.
Okay.
Is that acceptable?
So I can access the building?
You can access to look at the leaflets over there as you requested, and the jobs boards and information on those boards there.
So I can access what you're saying is the publicly accessible area, the public waiting area, because I'm not interested in going near the office space, but I can access...
You can access the leaflets over there.
Sure.
And the boards over there.
Okay.
I will ask that one of the security guards doesn't get filmed but may follow you and escort you to make sure that you don't enter any other part of the building.
They can do as they wish, that's not a problem.
Okay. Is that fair enough, Tommy?
Yeah,
okay to that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank you.
There we go.
Should we go over this side first?
No, I go this way.
Go to the leaflets.
Okay, but do ask to remind you that no member of staff is filmed.
So... Thank you. So I don't know if the camera overheard that, but through the door was a lady saying that he is allowed in because it is a public place and he can take pictures of the leaflets and stuff. And some leaflets of useful numbers. Agencies, useful sites. Yeah. So they've still got the coronavirus public information leaflet out on the desk and signs saying do not use, which is bizarre. They've got signs on this side as well saying do not use, which is weird. Yeah. Is the manager available again quickly? Thank you.
If it's finished.
Pardon?
Have you finished filming?
Just wanted to speak to the manager quickly because as I noticed that, like, as I'm walking past here, I can see like some screens, computer screens. So obviously, whilst those screens are in use and say having an appointment with somebody, people's personal information may be visible on those screens. So I just want to make sure the manager's aware that those screens need to be faced away from anywhere
We
that's
are
public.
aware
There's a
of
public view.
We're already aware of
All
that.
you should have been taking is literature of that screen was moved, so there is no need to have filmed at the back.
I didn't say I filmed at the back. I said I
Can
could
I
see
finish,
it.
please? The screens over this side were moved, so you could go over to that side and film. So really,
Are you still filming?
Pardon?
Yes,
Are you
yes.
filming this conversation?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
So,
it's evidence now. Like to say that I've made that report to you.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Okay. So it's like computer screen over there I can see, computer screen through there that I can see.
You've been given permission to film the
Okay.
bits that, and you've finished filming now.
Again.
yes.
One does not need permission or a permit to film in a public place.
Have you finished filming?
No.
You have
What else
been
do you need
let
to film?
Well, like I said,
What
I
else
need
do
to
you
speak
need
to a manager because it's not your responsibility with
So
the
you need more
computer
footage of
screens.
speaking to the manager.
I need to make sure that
You
report
want
has
more
been made to the
you want more
appropriate person.
footage of speaking to the manager.
I need to make sure this report has been made to the appropriate person.
Okay. We can call that.
You're not the appropriate person to make that report to. I mean,
Oh, right, okay.
unfortunately.
You want more footage. We'll call David.
I just want one. That's
You
all I
more
want
footage.
is
I
one
know
quick
what you're doing.
conversation.
I know what you're doing. It's all right.
Cool.
We'll entertain you.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Appreciate the
you can go.
entertainment.
Can you stop filming me? Don't film me.
Don't touch anything.
Don't film me. Don't film me. Can you point it downwards first? I thought you said you was being reasonable.
I am.
I've asked you to point downwards.
Okay, and I'm declining
So
the
now
request.
you're being unreasonable.
Okay. Is
So
that-
what?
So what, basically, yeah.
Right. So we know what kind of person you are.
I would have liked to. You guys have been reasonable
I
from the
would have
get-go.
liked you to write to the appropriate people and ask permission.
But you
And
don't-
been given permission to go anywhere.
You don't
within the
need
building.
permission to exercise a right. It's not a right if you have to
Okay.
ask
You've
permission.
You've already shown us the kind of person you are.
Cool.
So that's enough
Again.
to be said about that. You're going to get more footage.
It's just a shame that you think that rights need permission.
I'm not going
Because
to go
it's
down that
your
route.
right
I'm
as
not
well,
going
as
down
much
that
as it
route
is
with you.
mine.
So you can talk to yourself about rights. You just want more footage.
I want to help
End
people
of
understand rights.
You don't need to be schooling me on rights.
Thank you. Just
I'll repeat my initial. I do not wish to appear on film.
cool.
And I,
He's filming.
and also I do not wish my voice to appear in the public domain.
Okay, appreciate what you said. Thank you. I just need to make a quick report to you. I understand that you're the manager. So, as I was saying to these guys, from a public area like this, I can see multiple computer screens from here. Whilst those computer screens are in use with an appointment, they would be displaying people's personal information. Okay, that would be a breach of data protection on the behalf of DWP. So right now there is a data breach in terms of I can see people's personal information on that screen there, screen through there. So just to let you know, it is now to a point where within 72 hours you must make a report to the Information Commissioner's office to let them know that there has been a data breach at this job centre. Okay, it is a legal requirement. Failure to do so within 72 hours without a good explanation of why it's taken so long can result into a very hefty fine for the DWP. I will be following up after 72 hours with the ICO to check if that report has been made, and I would expect that next time I come here that that issue has been addressed, that from a public area nothing is visible in terms of what may be displaying claimant's information. Okay, as a manager, that is your responsibility. If you are the manager of the site, the onus is on you to keep people's data safe and secure. Okay, you're there concerned about your privacy and you being in the public domain. However, you're not showing that same level of respect and decency for claimant data and privacy because you are publicly broadcasting that to the public from a public place. Okay?
I will not enter into discussion about that, but I will take advice and advise accordingly to the relevant authorities.
Okay, I appreciate that. So yeah, 72 hours, that's the legal requirement. Okay? So I just wanted to report that to you because you are the appropriate person to report that to.
Thank you.
Okay?
Have a good
There
day.
we go. And you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
There we go, guys. So yeah, more data breaches by DWP. This lady throwing around words like terrorism, which is a very big word to be throwing around. Just because there's a man with a camera, apparently that means it must be a terrorist threat. Unfortunately, but it looks like that's the world that we live in today, guys. Is that the DWP don't care about our data breaches, don't care about our data at all, and are willing to just basically give it out for free. I wonder what's down in this bit. So, interesting. So I've got like a little kitcheny canteen bit there. But, there we go. So now that I've already filmed it, they come and turn over the bit that's got sensitive information on it. So that flip chart there that they just turned over had people's names, signatures, dates of birth on it. Very appalling way to handle people's data. So yeah, there we go, guys. That is Wellingborough Job Centre Plus. What a shame. I'm going to wrap that one up. So until the next one, guys, stand firm, remember your rights, and exercise them. Go out, exercise your rights, freedom of expression. And until the next one, ta-ra.